And as we said earlier, senior U.S. Senator Frank Lautenberg has stomach cancer. That's the diagnosis from New York doctors who are treating the 86-year-old senator. Lautenberg was hospitalized this week after a fall at his Bergen County home. Now doctors, after testing, say he has a treatable form of lymphoma. Desiree Taylor has more on the senator's condition as well as reaction.
Lautenberg was reportedly at his home in Cliffside Park on Monday when he fell due to blood loss from a bleeding ulcer. Pathology tests confirmed the ulcer was caused by B-cell lymphoma. The prognosis for U.S. Senator Frank Lautenberg appears to be good. His oncologist at Mount Sinai Medical Center in New York City, Dr. James Holland, says, "We expect a full and complete recovery for Senator Lautenberg. The senator will be treated with chemotherapy administered approximately every 3 weeks. We anticipate that he will receive between 6 and 8 treatments, and in between treatments, the senator is expected to be back at work in the Senate." The director of the Cancer Center at St. Michael's Medical Center in Newark says patients who are treated for B-cell lymphoma generally have good outcomes.
This is different than the garden variety stomach cancer that we talk about. This is a lymphoma of the stomach, and that is why the prognosis is so much better than the gastric cancer. This is the lymphoid tissue in the stomach that becomes malignant.
At 86, Lautenberg is the second oldest sitting U.S. senator, but Dr. Garan says age isn't always an issue.
Chemotherapy is a treatment that can have significant side effects, but having said that, it is the physiological and not the chronological age that we take into consideration.
Lautenberg was elected to the Senate back in 1982. He retired in 2000, but returned 2 years later as a last-minute replacement when Senator Robert Torricelli dropped out. Over the years, the liberal Democrat, who was born in Paterson, championed issues such as gun control and transportation. This train station in Secaucus is named after him. Lautenberg serves on 3 Senate committees: Appropriations, Commerce, Science and Transportation, and Environment and Public Works. He recently introduced legislation to close aviation security gaps after last month's breach at Newark Liberty International Airport. After the Haiti earthquake, he called for tax breaks for donations and help for orphans. His legislative colleagues from Washington to Trenton are calling Lautenberg a fighter, and many offered words of encouragement.
We all wish Senator Lautenberg a speedy and complete recovery, and I predict that that will occur because he's very feisty, and I think that he will fight this, and I hope that his recovery is complete and occurs in a timely fashion.
I know he, probably has to go through some period, but he'll come back. I've watched him be tough and be a real competitor in every way politically, and I think the same thing is going to be true here. So I wish him well, but I know he's going to be back.
And his partner in the U.S. Senate, Bob Menendez, is optimistic about his recovery, saying, quote, "If there's one thing I know about him, it's that he is New Jersey tough. Between his strength and his doctor's statements, I am confident that he won't miss a beat in continuing his crucial work in the Senate." Politically, there's a lot at stake if Lautenberg has to resign. His successor could be chosen by Governor Christie, a Republican, and another Republican in the Senate would make it harder for Democrats to get the 60 votes they need to block a filibuster. But Lautenberg's spokesperson says he expects the senior senator will complete his current term and seek re-election in 2014. Desiree Taylor, NJN News, Newark.